This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Okay, this is the week before Christmas, and forgive the quality of my voice in this episode. I am a victim of what I call the sfog, not smog, but sfog, the fog from the season, the cold season, and the smog of our city pollution. But anyway, come hail or high water, kasama tayo every Saturday evening and Sunday morning, and on YouTube forever in the archives of the YouTube. We're continuing with our year-ender, this time 2014, our year-end review of various aspects of our Filipino lives. And for this episode, we'll be reviewing the economy and still again our politics, which is very vital because it is often said that our problem is personality politics, and we do not have the party politics that we see in other countries. So in this segment, in this episode, I have invited party list Congressman Gary Alejano of the Magdalo party list to discuss with us his views after 1.5 years of serving as party list representative of the Magdalo party list. And we review different aspects of his experience with his colleague, Asa Cedillo. And hopefully in the next Congress, there will be more of you there. Because as far as I understand, there are only two party list groups that are legitimately party list. Maybe there are some others I cannot really recognize because I don't hear much about them. But it is Magdalo and Makabayan Coalition that are behaving like real party list. But let's talk about Magdalo. First of all, let's clarify the name Magdalo. A lot of people tell me, bakit Magdalo ang pangalan ng Magdalo? That's what do we say, revisionist or reactionary party within the Katipunan, no? But you were really Bagong Katipunero. Just give our audience a review again of that controversy. Ano ba original name ng Magdalo?
Well, that has been the question that has been asked to the group. Well, the group, when we started, we call ourselves the Bagong Katipunan. And we know that within the Katipunan, there are a lot of chapters, Katagalugan, Magdiwang, Magdalo. And you were inspired by our forefathers when it comes to rising against colonizers and oppressors. So we use the term Bagong Katipunan. But along the way, especially during Oakwood, we did not say that we are the Bagong Katipunan. We did not name ourselves. But we say that we are members of the armed forces because we believe that it is the message that is important and not the messengers.
Yeah.
But of course, we know in the media that you have to name people.
Yeah.
So
the branding, ika
the
nga.
branding.
May branding.
So tinawag nilang Magdalo na makita nila yung flag namin. And from then on, we started to embrace the word. We decided among ourselves because the moment we decide on something, it is ours. So we decided to use the word Magdalo.
Aha, okay. Pero marami pa bang nagtatanong kung bakit Magdalo at hindi Magdiwang? Tanggap na.
Meron pa rin nagtatanong, but the point is we're looking at the brighter side of our history, but kasi pabalik-balik yung issue na yan.
Oo nga,
no?
pabalik-balik.
Pabalik-balik na yan na sino nag-trade or sino ba dapat no? Sa atin. Itingnan natin yung yung positive ng ating history. Ang pinakamaganda doon ng ating mga ninuno ay tumayo laban sa mga mananakop.
Okay, just for my education, since you're in Congress, I named 2 party lists that I believe behave and act like party lists, no? Hindi lang personality, no? Are there other creditable party list groups that you can name for my education?
Well, ako nga natutuwa sa party list dahil ito yung nagsasalamin sa tunay na mga hinaing ng ating sectors sa lipunan. No? Marami po. Halos lahat naman po yan.
Can you name me a few more para
yes.
madagdagan naman ang masasabi kong mga lehitimong party list?
Yes. Actually, we form a party list coalition in Congress.
Okay.
So that the interests of the party list will be pursued in Congress.
Okay.
Considering the fact that before, and I believe not now, that the party list congressmen are considered second-class citizens in Congress because in Congress, decisions there and actions are based along political lines. So we have to form our coalition so that we can pursue the interests of the party list.
Ilang party list yan sa coalition?
Around 40 plus party
40?
lists. Yes, out of 58. So the Makabayan is not part of that coalition.
Okay.
So I can name some of the party lists like One Care. One Care is for the electric cooperatives.
Okay.
And then we have the Co-op Natco.
Yeah. Yung medyo,
Still cooperative.
Yes. Legitimate yung.
Yes, we have the Akbayan, of course.
Okay.
And we have the ACCIS, that is...
Ay, yung mga one utak dati, nandiyan pa ba?
Wala na po.
Wala na.
They were, I think, either lost or disqualified.
At saka the people didn't consider them really party list, di ba? Kasi may political personality behind. No?
Ang reality din kasi, ang party list minsan ay tinatatag lang to cater other traditional politicians.
That's right. No.
So, kaya nga mas maganda na makita natin na ang sectoral, ang party list, should represent a sector. No? Ang nangyayari kasi, dinoduplicate lang ng district congressman. Pag hindi na matapos yung term nila doon sa district, lilipat sila sa party list.
That's right.
Na dapat hindi ganon.
Is some legislation being worked out that there is a hiatus between transferring from district politics to party list politics?
Well, there must be a political party reform. No? There are bills filed right now in Congress. But I believe something that will dislodge those concerned from their comfort zone, it will not see the light in Congress. So mahirap dyan affecting the one legislating it. You know, so, well, I hope that we can modernize our political party system in the country.
Yeah, and one last point on this party list. Of course, a party also may not refer to a party list may refer not only to sectors but also to an ideological and programmatic line, a particular program. Ano? In European politics, party politics, ganyan yan. Socialist Democrat, Christian Democrat, and so on. Not just, and they have distinctions between sectoral, meron din sila, and itong political policy, let's call it, party list. Ano? Tayo ba? Are we evolving to that? Or?
It is a combination of a political party and sectoral organizations. A sectoral organization having representatives in Congress, and we have political party representatives in Congress. Okay. So there are party lists in Congress right now who are political parties, but small political parties.
Okay. I know I'm going to be asking some sensitive questions, but I am sure you're deft enough. You have not only been in physical battles, but you're now in political battles. Let's go to the elections. you finally got elected into Congress, the Magdalo party list. You've experienced how difficult it is to avoid the pitfalls of the corrupt in the COMELEC.
Yes, yes.
But among the party lists, some are reportedly party lists that just bought their entry into Congress, di ba?
I heard about it.
Yeah. That's why I say I'm going to ask some sensitive questions. And assuming that there are some, and I can name some that people report to us, how do we handle this problem in the next elections of party list?
Actually, we have a bill right now on the party list reforms. And one of the provisions there states that if you are already an accredited party list, you don't have to go through another accreditation. Because that is where the corruption comes in.
That's right. Yeah.
Kasi kung every election ka na lang, kahit ikaw ay nanalo na nakaupo, ay magpapaalam ko sa COMELEC to be accredited. Diyan pumapasok ang arrangement kasi pwede ka namang ipitin.
Kahit na lehitimo ka,
Kahit nga may
may
nakaupo.
base ka. Oh.
Actually, meron nga nakaupong mga congressman in the last election na na-disqualify yung mga party list. So, yun nga yung gusto naming tanggalin na once na iboto ka na, nakaupo ka na, at meron kang ipatunay na nagtatrabaho ka sa party list, ministerial na lang yun. You don't have to go through another process of accreditations. So, yun ang gusto naming ilagay na provision. And another, yung maliwanag na computation of the seats for the party list. Kasi kung ang number of seats would depend on the interpretation of the Supreme Court, of the COMELEC, again, diyan po papasok yung hilutan kung according sa kanilang interpretation.
Okay, and let's hope those things are resolved. But what about the computerized or so-called automated election? Alam mo rin ang mga problema dyan. You are a victim, although I don't know where that case went to when you ran for mayor of Sipalay in Negros, di ba?
After the elections of 2010, marami pong lumabas na may problema sa PCOS. So, nagtutugma yung mga experience ng mga biktima doon. And I believe na dapat yung mga issues na ni-raise noon ay i-raise ng mas maaga so that we have time to really check on the system.
Gary, I have to say that in 2010, I think it was late June or July, I filed a case with Bono Adasa in the Supreme Court nullifying the 2010 elections because of all the violations of the automated election law. It is only in 2014 that the Supreme Court is giving due course.
Ang problema po kasi natin, mag-iingay lang malapit ang election at matatabunan after. No, kung katulad yan, hinihingi natin yung source code. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa nabigyan ng solusyon yan. No, so, kung nandyan ang source code, maaga yan titignan. So ngayon, katulad ngayon, bakit natin binibigyan ng merong mga protesta against Smartmatic despite our experience 2010 and 2013, kukunin na naman natin ulit. So, more transparency sana ang
well, we have been going, as I cited, we have been filing cases, nothing happens. Kaya, mas gusto ko nga yung ginawa nyo sa Oakwood kaysa sa, baka walang solusyon until we do that again. But again,
But in 2013, actually, we submitted ourselves to the system. We go to the mainstream. So, yun pong importante. We have to, in order for the people to trust the system, we have to show proof na indeed maasahan ang ating mga sistema.
Yeah, may mga nuances ang different electoral categories Kasi yung party list, mas less ang motivation to for some other parties to work through the COMELEC to manipulate it for their benefit, di ba? Kasi marami yan So walang particular one-on-one contest. But sa senatorial, congressional, meron yan, may lakaran yan.
Ang party list kasi practically magkaaway kayo lahat. Hindi naman magkaaway, but competitors.
That's right. So, doon sa ibang categories, other than party list, matindi ang bilihan sa COMELEC ng mga manipulation. No? So,
narinig natin.
Oo. So, I know you have to be diplomatic. You're now a congressman.
But I do agree that we have to really reform the COMELEC.
Yeah.
Kasi for me, that is the foundation of a democratic system.
Yeah, but to make this long story about the electoral process short, what about the back to manual electronic transmission? I know it may be too late because COMELEC is pushing this automated election again, and there has been no action to really go back to manual. But we have to remind the public always, Germany, when tried automated, went back to manual. Australia just had the elections, it is still manual. Ireland went back to manual. We should do something to make the bedrock of our electoral system unquestionable. Sa manual kasi yung dayaan, mauhuli mo. Sa computer, you can debate about it forever and you'll never pinpoint eh.
Ang na-observe ko lang po sa ating automated elections, ang election kasi dapat, it should be yung pagboboto mo ay sagrado yan at dapat nakatago. Sekretong pagboboto, pero it should be publicly tabulated. Ibig sabihin, nakikita natin na nilalabas yan. Pero yung pagboboto mo, dapat sekreto yon. Ang nangyayari naman ay pag nagboto ka, parang public na dahil ang laki ng balota, no? At pag once na tinabulate mo na, hindi mo na alam kung nabilang yung boto mo. Kaya I do agree na dapat maramdaman ng nagboboto na nagbibilang yung kanyang boto. And then the transmissions dahil may records naman sa baba. So I do agree kasi walang proof na nagboto ka. Thank you lang. No? Na ganon. So yes, I agree na dapat tingnan natin na maibalik yung kumpiyansa ng tao dito sa election natin. Kasi ang hirap po tumitingin ka sa numero na hindi mo naman alam. Actually, naging kasama ka doon. No? Yung mga election lawyers, pipirma na lang sila. Hindi naman nila alam ang nangyayari sa loob ng makina. So, gano'n din ang experience ko noon. Wala ka nang magagawa. Kung gusto mo magreklamo, you file an election protest.
Ay, forever na yun.
Sa Pilipinas, hindi po encouraging mag-file ka ng election protest. Dahil, kaya nga sabi ng ibang politicians, gawin ko ng lahat ng paraan. Ibig sabihin, kasama na yung special operations o pangdadaya, bahala na lang kalaban ko maghabol.
That's right.
So, dapat matanggal po yan.
So, well, I don't know if it's too late to ask the Magdalo party list to consider clamoring for in Congress for back to manual and electronic transmission.
Well, it's never too late, I think.
Okay, so naging malaking controversy, although I'm being signaled 5 minutes, I thought we still had 10 minutes, but naging malaking controversy yung pork barrel, ano? But I know, I was communicating with you and Ace, and we had a meeting with some farmers sa UP 2 or 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And this was plans for farmers, water projects, and so on. Eh, naputol yun di 2 years na. Walang nangyari doon sa tubigan ng mga magbubukid, di 2 years lost in productivity and so on. Now, of course, we understand the clamor of some sectors in the public na legislators are not supposed to be doing implementation of projects. But as I raised when we were off the air, our executive branch is not exactly efficient also or in touch with the people also. So, what's the status now? You've removed it, but congressmen and legislators still have the pre-budget right ba to name
request.
Some projects. You can request, then it's included in the budget, and it's up to the executive branch to implement it.
Ano ko lang commentong, for me kasi nung nagkaroon ng issue sa PDAP, sa tingin ko lang sa arrangement na ganon, wala sanang problema. No? Ang pinaka-problema, at yun din ang claim mo ng taong bayan, ay yung pagnanakaw. And ang PDAP, you can check that. Unang-una, dadaan sa DBM yan. Executive yan. And yung mga project, dadaan sa mga departments. Executive din yan. Nandun din ang COA every step of the way. So that means, hindi yan mangyayari yung pagnanakaw kung hindi involved yung ibang mga ahensya. Hindi
Including the executive branch.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially the executive
Especially
branch.
the executive branch.
Kasi sila yung nag-accredit ng mga Napoles. So sila naman ang nag-accredit yan sa example sa Department of Agriculture. Kung doon pa lang mismo wala magawa yung congressman. So kasi naranasan ko rin noon na when I was not yet in Congress, I was helping Senator Trillanes. At pwede namang makatulong pala, no, na hindi naman pwedeng magnakaw. No, ngayon, the fact na it was already stricken as unconstitutional by the Supreme Court, we have to accept the verdict.
Well, the Supreme Court declared it unconstitutional because the letter of the law naman malinaw. Separation of powers, and power of the budget is the Congress, but power of execution is
Yes.
the executive branch. No?
But now, considering the fact that our congressmen, they are representative of the people, and wala namang masama na nire-relay nila yung request ng kanilang constituents, no, sa budget, no, nire-request nila. Pero kailangan natin i-strengthen ang ating executive department. Kasi trabaho din yan ng ating governor, ang ating mga mayors, no. Actually, I am drafting a bill that will consolidate the master development plan for the local governments. Kasi reactive ang ating gobyerno. No, ang ating local government, marami dyan hindi alam yung kanyang gagawin. So, dapat merong required dapat ang local government to have this master development plan, master long-term development plan. Para, if you request, if you have something, it will be checked against your plan. Otherwise, considering the fact na ang iksi ng term ng mga ating mga mayors and governors, 3 years lang, walang sustainability ang programa sa ating gobyerno. Kung sino nakaupo, depende sa kanya. No.
I'll go into that as our last point. No, I don't hope naman that with our type of politics in government and social system that we can sustain. As you said, it's not a sustainable system. Or it's not a system where it sustains the projects. After every 6 years, and in local government, after every 3 years, there's always a chance of disruption.
Yes.
Unlike Vietnam or the command economies and the command societies, China, how does it achieve to be the largest economy in 60 years? Versus the United States of America 200 years before it became what it is. That is because the command economy and society of China, every 5 years, they make it a point, they reach their goal. And then you can build and build and build. Tayo paikot-ikot, hindi lang paikot-ikot, paikot na pababa pa. So, how do we resolve that?
Well, ang sinasabi ko kanina sa local yun, but it goes up in the national.
That's
no?
right, yeah.
Well, I do agree that our politics is based on personalities. No? Kung sino lang ang sikat, sino ang may pera, doon tayo. And when that person is gone, tapos na rin yung mga programa. Ang papalit, kanyang gusto na naman.
No. Actually, we have a few seconds, maybe 1 minute. Ang gusto ko talaga back to responsive authoritarianism. With people like you, because I trust you. And the evidence is there naman in the lives you live and so on. I have to say also, with the Makabayan politicians too, like Nery Colmenares, I trust them too. But I know you're in conflict in the field. But walang mangyayari if we continue this. And I know you've taken action before and you're very committed to the democratic process today. But how do we resolve this? We want to progress, but we can't progress the way we are today.
Well, we have to reform our political party system, that it should be based on principles, the party principles, and not on personality. Because pag hindi po ito marireform, ako'y naniniwala na papaikot-ikot pa tayo.
Hanggang umabot na everybody agrees with me that we need a revolution.
Well, we need a revolution in terms of implementation of laws and of course, revolution of our mindset.
Okay.
No?
I'm being signaled already that we're at the end of our segment. 30 seconds. What should the people hear from you?
The Magdalo, actually, we launched a mass-based organization kahit po kami nasa loob ng kulungan. Naniniwala po kami na yung pagbabago sa ating bansa ay responsibilidad ng lahat, hindi lamang ng iilan. At nakikita kasi natin for the longest time, ang taong bayan ay naghihintay lang ng kung anong i-prescribe sa kanila ng leaders nila. And sinisisi din nila ang mga problema sa mga leaders when in fact, tayong lahat din naman ang bahagi ng problema. So ang nilolons po natin dapat na ang pagbabago ay magsisimula sa sarili. Buksan natin yung ating mga mata dahil at the end of the day, pag mayroon tayong corrupt na mayor, governor, hanggang presidente, well, we deserve the kind of leaders we have. Kasi tayo din naman ang nagboboto sa kanila.
Okay. Isang mandigong bagong taon, Congressman Gary Alejano. Maraming salamat po and hold on, we have an evaluation of our economy in a while. Salamat, Kong.